Hey guys, it's coreross. Today we're talking Rainbow Six Siege and specifically pick and ban. Now I'm very interested in your opinion on pick and ban and if it's failed, succeeded, or do you think maybe it could be tweaked to be improved, stuff like that. And as usual, when we come to these kind of discussion videos, I am just a random dude on the internet making free videos, so I don't really put much weight behind my opinion. So I'm very curious to what you guys think. So pick and ban has been in ranked now for one full season as it was introduced with Phantom Sight. Now, it hasn't really gone any way that I would have expected it. When I first seen it and getting used in the Pro League, I thought it was really cool and I was really all for it and was looking forward to it getting introduced into rank and just changing things up a little bit, giving things a bit more strategy, because I was expecting at least sometimes to see one team ban Habana and then another team ban Thermite, so that both those hard breachers were gone and you'd only have Maverick, and that would kind of change up the entire strategy for potentially an entire game. But what's ended up happening is we just have the same operators getting banned over and over and over again. Now, I think the Pro League did take at least a couple of seasons before they really started to utilize the pick and ban system well. But of course, when it comes to the Pro League, you know your opponents, so you know who they let go and you know what their tactics usually are, so you can use pick and ban to try and trip them up. Whereas, of course, in ranked, you don't. So you can't really preemptively ban the correct operators, and of course, even if you base it on map, you might just be gimping your own team more because the enemy might be able to adapt to the changes better. So it really has kind of turned into this thing where it's just the same operators getting banned over and over and over again, and there's no strategy really behind it. It's just getting rid of the operators that you find annoying to play against. Now, that might actually help to increase your enjoyment of the game because you're kind of taking away something you don't like when you're playing, which might be a good thing. But of course, if you ban, say, Jackal every single ranked game for an entire season, and then one game you forget to, and Jackal gets picked, and suddenly you've forgotten how to cope with that operator because you just normally don't see him anymore ranked, it becomes a bit of an issue for yourself as a player, I think. And as such, you can get worse and worse at playing these operators that you're constantly banning. So it really feels like it's failed to me. However, in Pro League, I think it's been a massive success, and I don't expect them to tweak it or change it in Pro League. But with our player base on, just normal ranked, I don't think it works out. Now, maybe in our season, that'll change. Maybe the player base will change to adapt to it. But I think the fact that you do pick and ban before the game starts just doesn't give you any time to really be tactical. It's a bit too thin, which is different from what I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be far more tactical than it turned out to be. But what I would like is to hear from you guys. Do you have any ideas on how to improve this? Because I thought pick and ban was going to be really interesting. It ends up actually just being quite thin, and I think it probably hurts the game more than helps it because people are getting complacent when those banned operators that they regularly ban then end up turning up in a ranked match every so often. And I can't really think of a good way to solve it because my only workable solution that I've kind of come up with over the entire season has been the idea that maybe after the very first round, so say you're on defense and the other team's on attack, after that round's over, then pick and ban comes up and you get to ban, so you're on defense, you get to ban one of the attacker and operators. So you can say, right, I want to get rid of this guy. And the attacking team can then say, I want to get rid of a defender. And they pick and ban to kind of match each other. So each side end up losing an operator. And you base that on that first round. So you see how the team is the first round. You think, oh, they're pretty good with this character or this strategy. So let's get rid of that operator. And of course, you could try and get tactical by bluffing on that first round by taking a different operator setup from what you normally do to try and get the enemy team to ban the wrong operator, basically. Then once you're 3 rounds in, what would happen is the teams would switch, of course, and all the operators would become unbanned. You then have 1 round where you play against each other to let each team kind of size each other up again. But of course, this time they've now switched from attack to defense and so and so. So you would end up with another pick and ban where you quickly then pick other operators and yet again you just pick one. So this would kind of change it up. It would mean that you would have a little bit of tactical elements that you can bring into that because you've seen how the team operates. You can now ban one of those operators. Then when it comes to the switch, all the operators are unbanned again, and it gives the whole teams another kind of opportunity to do different tactics again. I just don't know if it would work. I think it might not work. It also probably wouldn't work in Pro League. So that's the only real kind of solution I've come up with, and it doesn't feel like it's good enough. So I would love to know what you guys think and any solutions you have that could potentially fix pick and ban or modify it, or maybe, ultimately get rid of it. But I would rather find a way to improve it, bring that strategy into the game rather than lose it, because I think it's a good idea, and especially once we have a lot of operators, it could be very cool to get some interesting tactics going. But is it just ever going to happen? Is the player base always just going to ban the operators that they're annoyed with? And that will always be the case. Are they never going to learn? Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I will catch you next time.